Hello everybody. Okay, let's start. Okay, so I have a good news. I finally be able to port the project on the UE5. So we are in UE5. So that's pretty good. Alright, just let me check some couple of things. Okay. So yeah, we are in Unreal Engine 5. I was able to actually port the project to Unreal Engine 5. It seems like the stream is really laggy for some reason. Not sure why. It had to do with okay, that's gonna be an issue. It seems like UE5 is actually slowing down the oh man, that's gonna be an issue. Okay, so that's something that I didn't expect it. It seems like UE5 is actually slowing down my computer so that the streaming is really bad. Yeah, it's really laggy. On my screen is actually quite smooth, but seems like you are experimenting on Twitch. It's really laggy. The webcam is good. How is the webcam when the yeah, it seems like it's starting to okay, now the webcam is okay, I guess, but not the viewport. That's an issue. How could I fix this? I'm not even sure that I can fix that actually. Not even that bad on the CPU side. Not sure why I got this really bad performance. Ooh, it's already on not on a good start. Oh, but while I'm playing, it's no, it's not. It's not fluid. Okay, depending on where am I looking. If I'm looking at all my character, it's really laggy on the screen. But it's not when I'm just focusing on the free character. Hey Furio Dev, how you doing, man? Good to see you there. Comment les vacances? Vraiment bien. C'est vraiment cool. Ça faisait 3 semaines que j'avais... 3 semaines. J'ai pris 3 semaines de vacances, mais ça faisait 2 ans et demi que j'avais pas vu ma famille, donc là ça fait du bien. C'est un peu le problème quand on est un expatrié, on voit pas sa famille souvent. Bon, ça va me gonfler, ça, cette histoire de lag. C'est vraiment relou cette histoire là. Et c'est vraiment une histoire de performance parce que dès que je commence à regarder un peu plus de... Dès que je regarde un peu plus de personnages autour de moi, là, dans le stream ça commence à laguer. Alors que chez moi, sur mon ordi, honnêtement là c'est vraiment fluide. Ah, qu'est-ce que tu me veux? Ok, skipped frame, detected, right. Bon. Alright, so I'm guessing that if I'm looking at another level, like this one, it's gonna be super laggy, I guess. Huh? Not so bad. I know it's laggy. But if I'm looking to the sky, alright, it's laggy too. Bon, que faire? What should I do? I'm not even sure. I was happy to start working on the. I was happy to start working on the Unreal Engine 5, but it seems like it's not so good after all. Ouais. Alright, I'm gonna check if I can change some parameter while I'm doing the stream. I'm not sure I can fix a lot of things during the stream, but if I can, that would be good. And if not, I guess that at least for this stream it's gonna be a laggy one. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Let me go back to my level. The zoo. I think it's too simple. That's this one. Okay, and let me see what can I do. Right, so the video. Yeah, I can change. I can't change anything. Ah, maybe this. No. Okay, maybe I can find an answer on Google. Let's try. So UE5 streaming lag. Streaming. I don't know. Frankly, I don't know. Okay, I'll have to check for this. What if I'm in a smaller? It's not even good actually. It's better, but it's not that good. All right. Anyway, too bad, but it's like this. All right, so I'm gonna keep this stream like everything is fine, which even if it's not, and I'll try to fix that. I'll try to fix that for the next stream. I'll try at least to find some solution. Yeah. Okay, so the good thing is we are in, like I said, we are in UE5, so I was able to make the port of my project. It was relatively painless actually. I had a couple of bugs, but not so bad. and I was expecting more trouble, to be honest, but actually it went very smoothly. We have some couple issue, especially with the physics, and I don't know why, but there is a lot of weird shakiness in some physics. So especially like the kind of feather of the spirit, we see that when I'm moving quick, there is a lot of I don't know, weird shakiness. So that's something I'm gonna have to fix. And also at some point, sometimes there is a bone that's sticking, like the bone of the scarf for the spirit is kind of sticking in place sometimes for some reason. But at least honestly it's not so bad. It's if it's the only bug we got for porting the project on UE5, it's really not so bad. Hey Macabre Monster, how you doing? Oh hey man, good to see you. Been a long time. Saw your project recently and really liking where it's going. Thank you very much, man. I'm really glad that you like it. Really glad. And yeah, you're coming at the right time, or the wrong time, I don't know. I just ported the game on UE5, so it's exciting times. But you see that I got a lot of issue. I got some really performance issue with the stream, but not on the game. On my computer when I'm playing on in my UE5, in my screen, it's really 60 FPS, but I don't know, with Streamlabs it's really bad. Anyway, moving on. So what do I want to do today? I want to keep working on the combat system. I think it's my main it's really what I want to nail for this game. It would be weird what I'm gonna say, but I'm okay-ish to have some not so good mechanics for everything that is on the guest house and the stuff like that. I would love to have something really cool, but if it's okay, I would be also okay with that. But what I really want to nail and what I really want to put priority for this game is the combat system. I think the combat system for this game is gonna be the main feature that I want to push. So that's why I want to spend more time on the combat system, even if we already spent the couple of months. A couple of months on this. I still want to keep working on it. I have to do the same with my game as well, but I'm scared because I'm using a few plugins, so I'm waiting. Also, did you try the port on the UE5, or you didn't even try? What kind of plugin you're using for your project? You haven't tried? Yeah, because I know that I have a couple of plugins also that I like to use. I don't even know if there is Unreal 5 version. I know that's I like to use something called blueprint comment. I think it is. No, assist. Install to engine. Yeah, I can't. You cannot install the plugin as it's already installed. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. And the auto size command, same thing. Using one called pass follow plugin. Okay. Yeah, I don't know this one. But yeah, it's a bit of an issue, the plugin things. It's a good thing that I didn't have to use that much plugin for this project, so that's when I'm updating the project, it's always a little bit easier. It's less headaches. But where is the plugin window? I always forgot. Yeah, here. I'm guessing that if I'm doing the system. Yeah, it doesn't even show a pay. Alright, it's gonna be for later. Anyway, it's not absolutely necessary for this project. It's just for comfort. It's not necessary. Hey Neosoft, how you doing, man? Good to see you there. Take a seat. Enjoy. Okay. So like I said, I want to keep refining on the combat system. So right now what we have what I would say a good base. We have kind of the base of the system already laid out. So I'm already capable of doing, you know, animation for a combo and plugging that into the engine. Everything is firing correctly, so I can set up a combo graph where I can say, okay, first do this move, then this move, then this move, etc, etc. So all this system is already laid out. Now what I want to start working on is the actually refining the philosophy I have behind the combat. Because right now it's kind of boring. It's a boring game. There is nothing fancy. There is nothing new. Well, there is the spirit, but the spirit doesn't do much for now. And so now I need to think on how all the idea I got in my mind, the overall concept of the game I have in my mind, which is the interaction between the main character with the spirits, to do some cool and kind of innovative combo. Now I need to think about what does it mean. What does it mean in gameplay? So I think for this month it's what I want to work on. So for example, this kind of interaction we have, that's I already implemented, where you can dash and you got the spirit charging an attack, and then when you releasing the dash button, you got a spirit slingshotting itself toward you and hurting everybody in its path. That's pretty cool, but right now, you know, it doesn't do much. It's just right now it's just looking at as a gimmick, but I really want to make it the center of my combat system. So I'm gonna have to make some game design thinking, trying to think of what would be some cool, what would be cool ideas using this feature, and how I can use this feature to make it a fun game and enjoying game. So yeah, so that's that's gonna be my next step. So that's mean for today. I think we won't be doing much coding. It's more, I think I'm gonna open a, where should I put that? Let's do that in Confluence. It's gonna be better if I keeps everything in the same place. Just kicking ass is fun in itself. That's how beat 'em ups work. It's kind of true. Like for me, any beat 'em up is fun, but you got some beat 'em ups better than the other, right? You got some that's, yeah, you can go deeper than the just smashing buttons. And I want to be one of the best of beat 'em up in the market. That's the goal. That's the goal there. We're gonna make a hell of a game. Alright, so let me open my Confluence page. Yeah, it's not the connection. It's the something is making the it's like Streamlabs, it doesn't like Unreal Engine 5, it seems like. So I might have to make some a couple of adjustments maybe in Streamlabs to see if I can find any parameter to help relieve my old computer, because my computer is really old. To be honest, I was even scared that it couldn't even run UE5. So just the fact that I can run UE5 on this computer is quite of a relief, but it seems like yeah, UE5 plus Streamlabs is too much for my computer. Alright, so let's open. So this is my game design doc. We could use that. We could keep working in this page, in this Confluence design doc, and try to think on paper what we want for the try to brainstorm some ideas for the combat mechanics. So I'm just gonna create a new page here. How should I call that? Combat brainstorming. I'm pretty sure it's from me. Everything works terribly tonight. Really? Okay, because if I have some nasty issues with the with UE5, and on top of that you're adding some internet connection on your side, yeah, it must be really terrible on your computer right now. I'm sorry, man. Yeah. But yeah, all right. So how should I approach this? I don't even know. I think that for now I'm probably not gonna talk too much on this, because I'm probably gonna start to write stuff, any random stuff, not random, but any things that come into my brain, any idea that come into my brain, and I'm just gonna maybe write them on paper, and I'm not gonna judge them very much first. The idea here is just to catch as much idea as I can. So that's why maybe I'm gonna be a little bit more silent on this part, but it's because my brain is gonna run, you know, it's gonna sprint. So let's try. So so let's start. So my combat philosophy. So we got interaction with spirit. Let's make it. So we want a combo that makes use of the spirit. Also, main character is GPS, spirit is crowd control. That's also an idea I had. So what does it mean? What would be cool? So that's what would be cool is that doing some combo, some quick combo, and using the spirits to how could I tell that in English? To doing some quick combo using the spirits to interrupt the enemy. Interrupted enemy. Let the the main character do some charged attacks. That takes some time to launch, for example. So I like sometimes to also ask myself some questions. So how to make the combat fun when we have several enemies. So we want to make some crowd control. So for the crowd control, the spirit has some special abilities, like stun, how should I say that? It's attract, push, grab. So the idea would be that by using the special abilities of the spirit, we would put the enemies in the best condition, make maximum damages. So everything I'm writing right there is mostly things that are already had in mind before, and so it's not new. It's more like I'm trying to remember all I wanted to do for the combat system. But this time, the fact that I'm putting that on paper, it's helping me to to have to lock a little bit better the combat philosophy, and to try to see a little bit better, to visualize the combat philosophy I'm looking for. So also we have a dodge feature. So dodge feature for the main character. Why? Because obviously it's cool to dodge attacks, but if you can just keep attacking and interrupting the enemy, you don't have to dodge. And if you don't have to dodge, then you're not using the feature that's you have the spirits following you. So it's a little bit counterproductive. So we need to find some way to make the dodge useful, even when not useful, not just for dodging attacks. So okay, so right now here we are in a zone that I didn't even started to think about. So we are in the unknown zone for me. So yeah, so let's think about this. So if I got a feature, I want to dodge. I want to use this feature where by dodging you are enabling some capabilities to the spirit. By dodging, you're starting to enable some feature for the spirit. So that means you want to dodge. So that means if you are dodging, you are enabling this. But I don't want. I'd like to avoid to dodge just for enabling abilities, spirit abilities. So could we have another interest to dodge? Let's try to think about what dodging is useful to. Not dodging, but dodging. Right, so obviously the first idea is to avoid an attack. That's the obvious one. But it could be to position yourself. It could be to quickly leave an area, a place. So that would mean that you could land like you're dodging, but you are also, I don't know, putting a bomb on your feet and then you're dodging. Not sure if it's the best of the idea, but hey Domin, how you doing, man? How was the vacation? Really good. That was really good. So I traveled a lot. That's great, and I see my family. So that I didn't saw for 2.5 years. So before the pandemic. So it's been nice. It's been really good to see them again. Yeah. All right. So dodging is useful to. How do we find another usefulness for dodging? To reach some place that's impossible to. That's otherwise impossible to reach. To be fast. Thanks, man. Thanks, Domin. Maybe to be on 2 places almost at the same time. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I love games like Bayonetta. I love the system of when you're dodging the an attack, you got some boost. In Bayonetta, it's the witch time where the time is freezing. I found this really cool. But there is a counterpart to this, is the fact that you are in the waiting time, you know. It's like you are almost like you are not in control of the rhythm of the combat, and it means that if the enemy doesn't attack, you can't use the feature basically. So it's more like the enemy dictating, it's hard to say, when to dodge. I don't know if it's the right direction to I don't feel like this is the best for this game. I don't think this kind of philosophy would fit really well for this game, since it's like by doing that, if I'm going this way, that would mean that it's since it's the enemy that is dictating when you're gonna dodge, and since the spirit abilities are linked to your dodging, that would mean that actually the enemy is dictating also when you are using your spirit, and they start to be really too much on the enemy creating the tempo, you know. I feel like for my game it would kill the creativity a little bit. So how should I say to the how should I, alright, let's think of this in a different way. How should I tell the player I want you to dodge? For example, a player that is just starting my game, he didn't read anything, he didn't watch any videos, nothing, he doesn't know anything about my game, start playing the game. How do I teach him that, you know what, in this game I want you to dodge a lot? So I need to find something that's encourage the player to dodge. Obviously I could put enemies that's attacking fast and teaching him that you need to dodge every time because you're gonna be hit, but could I find something more gratifying? Could it be like, could it be like something like it is to grab something, like you have to grab particular object somewhere, I don't know, energy orb. I'm gonna write this. So like, what if so my dodge, actually it's already in my game. Dodging is usually putting you behind the enemy. We will have to present some kind of restriction. But that's the thing, it's I don't want to play too much on restriction for my game, because I'm going for something fast-paced action, and I'd like to have a combat philosophy where I'm giving a lot of option to the player, and telling him, you know what, you can push on all the button and it's always doing something. There is this kind of frantic energy, I don't think I want to go to the way where I'm putting a lot of restriction, like no, you can do that. No, you can. Your character is locked. Like it's not gonna be like the Souls game or the Monster Hunter game, you know, where the each attacks implies a lot. It's a different philosophy. In Souls games, you have to carefully think on when to attack, and you have to also learn on when not attack. But I want to take a different approach. I want to do a game that's maybe on the basic level it's gonna look like it's like, yeah, do whatever you want, you know, don't think too much, and it is it's less forceful process in the when to attack, but it's more on the execution side, you know. It's like I think like it's this kind of games at some point it's going so fast and you have to analyze situations so quick that it's putting you in a zone, and that's the kind of feeling I want to reach with this game. So it's a little bit different than the Souls on Monster Hunter. That's the two examples I got in mind. It's gonna be faster. At least I hope it's gonna be faster, and it's more about quick reaction and the chain and the chain reaction, like I'm pressing this button and then this button and then I'm dodging and then this button. I want it to be longer than a Soul game where it's more like dodge, attack, dodge, attack, attack, dodge, dodge, dodge. You know, it's for me it's more like the way I'm seeing it. I want to have every time you press a button, the branching possibility of what you can do next is high. In the Souls game, it's more like when you're attacking, you are locked, so you have to wait. There is a so you have, in a way, you have more time to think of your next attack or your next action. For my game, I would like to have something like it's you know, it's the speed of thinking is much higher. The consequences of your action is less than a Soul game, but you need to maybe to think less, but to spin faster. I don't know. I don't know if it's making sense. What you could do is provide the player with more special attacks as a reward for the dash. That's something that's... I think I agree with you on this, but instead on the player, I think it's more on the spirit. That's the providing special attacks for the spirit when the player dash. So it's cool. It would even give more interaction and give more sense of the why the spirit is there. But it's the same philosophy, I think. Like they are unable to do some special unless you have a successful dodge. But that's the thing. That's also something that's at the beginning I wanted to do thing like successful dodge and, you know, with the right timing and stuff like this. But that's what I was saying. It's I think there is a conflict there because, like I said, successful dodge means that it depends on the enemy attack. So that means obviously you can't make a successful dodge if the enemy is not attacking, right? If that's what you mean by successful dodge. So that means it is the enemy that's giving the tempo for the combat. I want to try something else. I want maybe to try some other idea where it's actually you that's leading the dance, right? So at first I was thinking, yeah, it's gonna be fun, like if you're doing a successful dodge and then you're unlocking special abilities, stuff like this. But then I think that it's not the right way, because it would put you in the waiting situation where you are waiting for the enemy to attack. And the way I'm going with this game, the way I think it's all gonna be about how to lock the enemy, to put the enemy in a state where he can't retaliate. A little bit more like Devil May Cry rather than Bayonetta, I would say. Like in Devil May Cry, it's more about doing some combo that's you know, you are juggling the enemy or you are interrupting the enemy as much as possible, so you can keep attacking, you know. I think the philosophy behind Devil May Cry is more about how to be the most aggressive and execute the combo the best way you can, so that's you giving no rest to the enemy. And I think I'm probably going a little bit more in this way right now, in this direction right now. For the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm going to this direction. That's why they have the fight system. Yeah, it only included based on variation of attacks. Yeah, exactly. Like Dante in the last Devil May Cry, it has so many systems and it can switch with so many styles. It's insane, you know. But that's exactly what I was talking about. This kind of feeling that's for the next action you have so much branching and possibilities, but you have to think fast, you know. It's like, what do I do, you know? And the good player is gonna be able to make the right decision, the quick thinking, really fast. Yeah. So if I'm going back to my idea, it's the why dodging. The dodging is, it could be useful to right now the dodging is putting the main character most of the time is putting the main character behind the enemy. So it could be like there is a reason why you would want to be behind. So maybe it could be to backstab abilities, you know. So we would have some enemies that turn fast, but you are dodging faster. So that's mean this way I'm dodging in the back of the enemy, I'm doing my stuff, and then the enemy is turning back, so that means I need to dodge again. So I think this backstab ability is giving some giving some, I don't know, bonus or features, or I don't know. When you are in the back of an enemy, will kind of force the player to dodge, not to avoid an attack, but to be the aggressor, right? It's changing the philosophy right there. That's mean now you are dodging to take control of the tempo, not to react to the enemy. I think I'm onto something there. That would mean what could we do when we are in the back of an enemy? And also that's raised another issue, is that how do you handle several enemies if you can be in the back of just one? Another question would be, what about big bosses? Could you dodge in their back even if they are super big? Alright, so it's one answer and three more questions. So the question is piling up. Okay, so let's try to seek for answer for the first question. So what would we do when we are in the back in the enemy? So what can you do? So you are in the back of the enemy. Obviously the first thing that comes in mind is more damage, but it's boring. We could do better. It could be more status, like stun, push, etc. It could be different combo branch. So we are branching into a new we're taking a new combo branch when we are in the back of an enemy. It could be so we are on the back of an enemy. We could use, I don't know, right now I'm trying not to judge the idea that comes in my mind, so even if it sounds weird, we never know, but use the enemy as a shield. And it would take some friendly damage. We could manipulate the enemy and force him to do something. So if we are forcing him to do thing, what could it be? We could force him to like it could be to force him to attack his buddies, force him to but all of this doesn't imply the spirits. So how do I bring the spirit into this? How do I make the spirit useful to all of this? How do I make the feeling that, yeah, I'm in the back of the enemy, now I can do stuff with my spirit? Well, it's already there. It's the spirit when the enemy is in between you and the spirit, when he's rushing, is when the spirit is rushing, is gonna hit the enemy. What could we do with the So let's go back to the idea why to dodge. We could dodge to be out of sight. We could dodge to get around a shield, for example, or an armor. Okay, so hear me out. Okay. Let's get back to this idea of being out of sight. Let's say that. Okay, let's create a rule, like a weird rule, saying that. Let's say, for example, if the enemy is seeing you, he can't see the spirit. Let's go with that. But if the enemy doesn't see you, he can't. Obviously, he can't see the spirit. All right. Yeah, I don't even know why I wrote this. It's so obvious. So, if an enemy is hit by a spirit he can't see, something, right? So that would be That would be really interesting, I think, because it would force the player to always move around. So it would always force the player to try to be in the blind spots of an enemy. To maximize the thing. So that would be now every time the enemy is facing the character, you would want to try to avoid the blind spot. So, and that would be even more interesting, because it would mean that you don't necessarily have to be right in the back of an enemy. You could be on the side, granted that the enemy has a vision field that is let's say 45 degrees. So you could be like 90 degrees on the side and it should not be able to see you, for example. But it gives you the possibility to target where you want to dodge, and you don't have to necessarily always dodge in the back. So this, I think, is actually interesting, so that you would have to always try to avoid the field of view. So that would mean that you could do some interesting stuff where you are luring. Maybe you could lure the attention of the enemy somewhere to help you be in the blind spots of several enemies. Okay. I feel like it's going somewhere. We could also do another mechanics. So we are pushing the idea, we are pushing the mechanics. So we could say just when that's becoming really interesting. I like that. Just when you enter the field of view of an enemy, you surprise him for like a fraction of a second. And that's super interesting, because it is. Is it interesting? Yeah, I think it is, because if you are surprising an enemy, maybe you can do something. Maybe you can unlock like a feature, like when surprising an enemy is surprised, like is like you got, you have the like Metal Gear Solid, you got the blink, but just for like, I don't know, 0.2 seconds, really small window. But if you're hitting, let's say for example, you are hitting the guy that is at this right moment, you are unlocking something, new mechanics or something. So that would mean that there would be the same idea behind Bayonetta, where you got the with the right timing, you know, you are unlocking a features depending on the timing. But yeah, depending on the timing, but you are actually dictating the timing. That's why it's become interesting. That's you, like, yeah, you know, you're doing a boo to the enemy because you're dodging. So you could dodge right in front of the face of an enemy saying like boo, you know, and then doing something. So that you got this you are in control. So it would start to be really interesting, the fact that it would really give a lot of importance of dodging, because you would have to dodge to be outside out of the sight of an enemy, and then dodge back again to jump into the field of view of an enemy. So you would be constantly dodging it. That's actually what I was looking for. Yeah, I want a game where you constantly have to reposition yourself and trying to constantly dodging, you know. So I feel like it's an interesting direction to take. Dodge in front of an enemy face to startle him. I don't know how it's written like this. Okay, so I'm trying to visualize this in my head, how the rhythm of a combat would be. So let's see, let's try to play a little bit. So you would be like, all right, so you start to seeing me. It would have the rape thing. Right, so I'm eating it. I'm going in this back. Okay, so right now he's turning really quick, but I would be like, okay, I'm going on the back. He doesn't see me. I can do something in his back, like it's like this, and up. Then I go. So yeah, I would be like, okay, I want to go in the back. Okay, but it's following me around. That's annoying. But I'm gonna use my spirit to lock him in place so I can dodge it. So yeah, it starts to be. It could be really interesting, this idea of this idea, but I still didn't find. What does it unlock, you know? What's the reward for that? Like, yeah, okay, you're in the back of the enemy, but what do you obtain for that? And the other thing is the spirit, I think, is underused right now. Spirit is underused, but I already want him. That's already what I wanted for him. It's this kind of crowd control. So maybe the spirit would be the guy that would be able to keep the enemy in the right position, the position you want him to be. Is your character locked to an enemy automatically, or are you pressing a button? No, it's snapping to the closest enemy. So when I'm attacking, you know that's where the closest enemy in the direction I'm attacking, and so it's adjusting. But there is no hard lock, and I would try to avoid this as much as possible. I hate hard lock. So, like when I'm dodging, is already detecting if there is an enemy in the area, and if there is automatically gonna try put the character behind the enemy, even if the enemy is really far away. So let's go back to the brainstorming, and let's try to think for the spirit. So the spirits, what would be his role? So mainly the role of the spirit is trying to put the enemy in the optimal condition for you to do your stuff. So that means sorry again. That means how do you use the spirits to so you want to use the spirit to stun or interrupt the enemy. So that means how could I use the enemy? The spirits? So it could be right now is because right now I'm using this rushing features of the spirits, but what the point? That would be the main question, is what the point of the rush spirits? What the point of the rush spirits? That's a good question. I don't even know what would be the point for the spirit to rush to you. So during the rush, again, sorry. More damage, obviously. Would be interrupt, all this stuff, interruption and this stuff, yeah. I don't know, my brain stopped working. So more damage could be more statue effect than interrupt. Yada yada yada. Would be to because I want a good interaction between the main character and the spirit, and I think right now I don't find any. It feels like it's almost feel like the player doesn't even need the spirit right now. So what could make the spirit essential? What could make this, like, you playing the game, you're saying that's, yeah, good thing I have the spirit with me. I don't know. Make the spirit essential. I don't know why, but seems like I can't think. My brain has stopped working. Maybe I'm gonna take a break actually. All right. So I'm just gonna take a break of the brainstorming. I feel like I'm reaching the end of my capability for this. Alright, so maybe to not lose all I did with this, I'm gonna create a new page and I'm gonna make it a little bit more clean. So this page, I'm gonna move this somewhere else. I already forgot where we move. Yes, move to no parent. Yeah, no parent. Save. Is it the best way to do this? I don't even know. No, it doesn't appear. Yeah, alright, good. Okay, and let's create a new page. In gameplay again. Combat system. I'm gonna publish this. And inside combat system, I'm gonna create another page called below the code. Oh, actually, no. Okay. Design. Alright. So how do I switch to another? I'm just gonna write an introduction. Yeah. Introduction. So combat system is inspired by games like Bayonetta and Devil May Cry. It is fast paced and make the player. It is fast paced and force the player to encourage. No, force is a little bit too much. Hey, M010001. How you doing, man? Can you cancel the animation midway through the attack? Stop halfway while doing a dash attack? Yes. Yes, because I realized that we're gonna dodge a lot. So that's mean it's important to cancel animation with a dodge. It's gonna be really important to be really responsive. I'm doing fine, thank you, man. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's you want to be constantly. The way I'm feeling this is you want to be constantly dodging. There's almost this. If we are going to the direction I started to work on tonight, which is the idea of you always want to reposition yourself. You constantly want to reposition yourself because you want to be in the back of an enemy, or you want to jump in front of the face of an enemy. So that means you're gonna be constantly dodging. The dodging is gonna be super important, so that I don't want to restrict too much the moment where you can dodge. So it's gonna be important here to cancel the animation for the dodge. Fast pace and encourage the player to be the aggressor. Don't know, is there 2G to aggressor? Still not happy? Okay. But okay, the player will have I enjoy the combat in Platinum games, very fluid, might be a good source of inspiration. Yeah, it is a huge source of inspiration for me. Don't worry. Yeah, it's the pinnacle of the beat'em up game for me. I love Bayonetta. The player will have to always reposition constantly himself. Don't worry, man. By using dodge mechanics. by being faster by over yeah, okay, by being faster than on dit ça en anglais? Overtake someone? No, I don't think it's the right term. Okay, by being faster than the enemy, the player can dictate tempo of combat, and he is the owner, and he is the one applying pressure. A good observation skill will be asked to from player. Determining where and when to dodge will be the key for maximizing for efficient combats, efficient combat skill. Okay, I'm gonna add the what is it? Table of content. Oh no, it's not the table content. Have you played Sifu? Yes, yes, and I love this game. It is that fast. It is that fast paced, but the combat is methodical and quite fun. Yes, I really like the. I really love Sifu. I really enjoy Sifu. I spent a lot of time on this. I finished the game and with the true endings and stuff. It was really fun. But yeah, it's an interesting approach because there is not so much combo in this game. There is not so much linking in the combo. It's really more like you throwing some punches, and so it's not really combo based. It's you are throwing some punches, like the chain is maybe maximum is like, I don't know, I don't remember, the 3 or 4 buttons that you have to link, and I don't think you can link any combo between each of them, so to keep rolling. But so it's all about, yeah, it's all about there is a little bit of what I find interesting in Sifu. It's not always you are the aggressor, you know. or at least the way I played Sifu, I realized that I was mostly waiting for the enemy to do something and react to it, like dodging or trying to break his how it's called, the parry. Yeah, trying to the parry. It seems interesting. Oh, yeah, it's a really good game. But the more I think of my game, the more I feel like I should keep myself away of the perfect parry or perfect dodge mechanics, because I realize that it means that it's the enemy that's giving you the tempo of the combat. So that means it's all depending on the what the enemy is doing and not necessarily what you are doing. So the more I'm starting to dig in the design and the thoughts of the combat system, the more I feel like if I want to make a game where you feel like really aggressive, you know, like you are trying to, where your goal is to leave no rest to the enemy. So I feel like it's maybe it's not a good idea to do a mechanics where you have to wait for the enemy to do something. That's kind of where I am right now. So where is the, already forgot what the divider, expand date statue, no, to the content. If I want to have the quick navigation, how do you do that? I already forgot how. What is it? Children display. Where do I find these children display things? Ah, it's there. How does it look like? Okay. What I've tested so far in terms of combat mechanic. What I've tested so far in terms. What do I've tested in terms of command? You mean for my games or in general? Because if you mean what kind of game I play before, I played a lot of games. So honestly, that would be too long to list. But for my game now, it's what I tested is the fact that the dodge is really responsive, even if I know that with UE5 it's really bad for streaming, so you're gonna have a laggy stream, I'm sorry, but the dodge is responsive. It's easy to get by behind the enemy. I got a feature where you can lock the spirit in a position, and when you release, it's gonna rush to you and it's gonna hit the enemy. So it can be useful during combat. So it could be helpful to do stuff with this. You can make the spirit attack also. Can you judge through the enemy model? Yes, yes. It's already, like, you see that I'm dodging through him. And it's gonna be really important to get in this back. Oh, there is an issue here. Oh, I think I see what is going on. But yeah, alright, so alright, so combat design. Let's dig in there. I'll publish this. So maybe let's put some key, like free key, and we're gonna put some free key point. I'm gonna create, where is the table? It's here. Like we want, so it's aggressive. We're gonna start with fast paced, aggressive. Then what would be the seems like it would make the game a lot easier. What do you mean, to go through the enemy? It's all depending on how you balance the game. I don't think it would necessarily make the game easier. It's just that it depends on how. Yeah, it's all depend on how you balance the game. It's if the enemy is turning on itself really quick, that would mean that you have a really short period of time where you can do stuff in the back of an enemy. So we'll see about that. So alright, so I want it to be fast paced, I want it to be aggressive, and I want to be movement based. Alright, I think it's the free key. Of the game. So what I mean by fast-paced, attacks are reactive and animation are quick. All moves are easily cancelable. And what could I say more about this? Let me go to the aggressive side. So layer is the one that creates the rhythm comment on dit gratifiant, rewarding. It is reward. Is it the yeah? to apply pressure to enemies. Aggressive will mean player must be looking for constant player is looking for constant attacking. Don't have to wait on the enemy to, but no, I'm gonna remove this phrase because it's not necessarily true, you know. Movement based. Player needs to constantly reposition itself to be efficient. You're gonna need the game asks the player to have a good reading skill. Can't just mash buttons, attack button in the same place. Right. I think it's good. So it's looking like this. The combat design. Alright, I'm gonna leave it for like this for tonight. I think we made some good progress tonight. It's probably a good time to end this stream, but I'm pretty happy with the. It was. I don't know for you guys. I hope it wasn't too boring to watch because there wasn't much action going on the screen, but I think it was a really important step to do. Which was planning the philosophy of the combat we want for the I want for the game, and yeah, it's helping me to yeah, it's actually me trying to push even better even more the combat mechanics, try to find something a little bit unique in in the command. I don't want to necessarily copy verbatim a game. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna copy any features from a game I like, obviously, but I don't want to necessarily to make a Bayonetta like or Devil May Cry like. I would love to be able to find my own way, and I think we are onto something. I don't know if it's a good idea. Anyway, we're gonna have to test it in gameplay to know if it's actually a good or a bad idea, but on the paper at least it's looking like something that it's obviously not revolutionary, but it's at least a little bit different than what other games propose. So that it's like it's almost like this game could be a little bit more legitimate if it's trying to add something in the beat 'em up genre. I would love to be able to feel like I was able to add a stone, you know, at the building of beat 'em up buildings. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you everybody for following me. That's always great to see that the numbers, the statistics is growing. That's really a good thing for me, and it feels really good for me. So I'm thanking everybody again, and I hope you'll be there for the next stream. That's gonna be next weekend. It's gonna be Saturday, 10:30 EST time. So if you can be there, I would love to. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Have a good day, depending on where you're watching, and see you soon. Thank you.